Today, we're talking about 5 things that you should invest in as a beginning photographer or videographer. So today's video is one that I wish I came across or saw when I began my career as a photographer or videographer or YouTuber, mainly because it would help me save money. Oftentimes we come across on the platform videos that are 5 items that every beginning photographer needs, or 5 items that you should to buy to start your career, but these videos never really go into the reasoning why you need it. And oftentimes, yeah, they're cool gadgets and they're useful, but they're not really practical long term. And we'll get into more of that later. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Good quality glass literally lasts a lifetime. So first thing that I would invest in is good glass. Not only are they going to hold their value as far as from your investment, but also glass is one of those items that kind of help you develop and find your style as a videographer or a photographer. For example, I mainly shoot on the Canon 24 mil lens, and then also the Sigma 35. The 24 and the 35 are two of my favorite focal lengths, and I pretty much shoot everything with it, from client work to these YouTube videos, vlogs, weddings, everything you can think of. I've always shot or will shoot either with a 35 or a 24. So having good quality glass will last you a lifetime. All right, second thing that I would invest in is lights. As any photographer or videographer, lighting is probably the one most important aspect to what we do. Without proper lighting, we aren't able to create. Not to mention, if you actually look up the definition of photography, is the process of shaping light. So yeah, if our art form that we create in is defined by using light, wouldn't light be a proper, important investment? Whether it's, LED lights like the Aperture 120D right here, or whether it's, strobe lights like these, or whether if it's just, on camera lights like this one here. Lighting is probably the most important aspect to our work. So investing in good, reliable, quality lighting is important. The third thing that I would invest in as a beginning photographer or a videographer is software. So without the proper software, we are unable to actually create and edit the beautiful imagery, whether it's video or photo, to be able to share with our audience. So having a program, whether it's via subscription like the Adobe Creative Cloud, or if it's a free program like DaVinci Resolve, learn your editing software, become familiar with it inside and out, but then also don't be afraid to venture off in using multiple applications or programs that fit your workflow. So having quality storage, both for your cameras and also archiving footage, is essential, mainly because you always want to ensure that your work is protected, both for yourself and for the client. The worst thing you could possibly experience is a corrupt card. So invest in quality memory cards that ensure that the work for your client is protected. But then also investing in either hard drives or RAID systems to be able to archive, and one, archive your footage, but then two, to also back up current projects that you're working on. Anytime that I am working on a current client project is backed up 3 different types of ways. I use one hard drive to actually specifically work off of, but then also that project file is duplicated on 2 other drives. So it's a 3-man fail system. If for some reason the first drive is corrupt or lost or whatever the case may be, I still have 2 other that has the same identical project on it, just to ensure that the client's work is always protected. So, storage. The last thing that I would recommend investing in is a chair. I know this isn't something that you probably expected, but as a photographer, videographer, editor, we're sitting in the chair upwards of 8 hours a day, day in and day out. So having a durable and solid, comfortable chair is pivotal, not only for the health importance, but also to ensure that we're able to work at a high productive level. So the chair. So those are my 5 things I recommend investing in as a beginning photographer and videographer. If this video helped you out in any type of way, make sure to hit that like button. And if you aren't already, consider subscribing to the channel to be notified when I do post in the future. And that'll do it for me. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.